Hello, I'm Lucy. I will tell you a story. It is our own story. Long ago, the world was a beautiful place. Everywhere was peace, love, fraternity, and happiness. Everyone cared for each other. Everything was pleasant. The fundamental principle of people's lives was kindness, goodwill, and sympathy, combined into a quality that was called humanity. The world was peaceful. Humans had a good bond with the nature. They respected and took care of the animals, plants, and natural resources, and contributed to the maintenance of the natural balance. Humans were selfless creatures. They understood the importance of the components of the nature. They were intelligent creatures. They developed the human civilization, and used their intelligence in good ways. They cared for each other, and lived in harmony. They considered the world a family. They were polite in their speech, and used good words while speaking. They possessed discipline, and behaved in a good manner. They preached truth. They valued truth more than their lives. Their souls were pure. They always followed the path of truth. Their hearts were filled with love and care for each other. They always thought good of each other. They loved everyone equally and were good to everybody. This was the foundation of humanity. Under such pleasant circumstances, they developed a lot and lived happy and cheerful lives. For a long time, there was a huge development in various sectors including literature, art, science, culture, architecture, and language. However, some bad things started to happen. Along with development, humans started losing their good qualities. They started to learn bad things. They developed the feelings of hatred and jealousy. They started to dislike each other's happiness. They lost trust in each other. They started to lie. They took the path of falsity and abandoned the path of truth. They hurt each other and felt happy on doing so. They did not live in harmony anymore. They divided themselves into groups and started to discriminate. They destroyed the purity of their souls and minds, and began using intelligence for bad purposes. They polluted their language with curses and abusive words and phrases. They started to speak very badly. Their lives were not happy and pleasant anymore. They introduced money, which led to a lot of harm to their civilization. They had created competition among themselves. They got divided into the rich and the poor. The poor could not live happy lives, because they had less or no money at all. They could not afford the great things that had been developed. The humans became destructive creatures. They started abducting others for money. They started fighting. They started to behave brutally. They became cruel. They began killing each other. They hunted animals for the sake of fun. They made weapons. They became selfish. They began to do bad things for selfish needs. Some people were even forced to do bad things for their survival. They used technology for destruction. They broke their bond with nature and caused harm to the natural balance. They cleared up forests, cut down trees, killed the creatures, destroyed others' habitats, and polluted the nature. They could no more drink water from the rivers. It had become impure and would need to be purified before being consumed. They could not breathe fresh air. It was polluted too. They began to purify it too before breathing. Instead of stopping pollution, they developed technology to selfishly provide only them a good health and cleanliness. They forgot about the nature and the happiness of other creatures and the poor. They became brutal and cruel. Goodness lost its domination in the human society. The leadership was now in the hands of the evil. The few good people could do nothing but struggle to survive. The foundation of humanity was shaken. Some good people decided to act. They dedicated their lives to serve true humanity. They are still trying to end the badness prevailing in the world and make it a better place. The Goodness Union was born with the same mission. Our mission is to make us realize our mistakes and correct them. We aim to make the people understand that sustainable development is only possible if we know the importance of goodness. We have to end the selfishness in us and fill our minds with the moral judgment of the reality. We all should love each other, behave politely, and speak and do good. We all should consider the world a family and treat everyone equally. We all should end the tendency to lie prevailing in us. We should forget about badness and believe in goodness. Even in this cruel modern world, we sense a ray of hope. It is the hope of the restoration of humanity. Our mission is to restore goodness, kindness, and humanity. Heaven would exist where we would make it. We can make a heaven in our own world. We can overcome any trouble. We can transform everything. We just have to put in our efforts. We can bring a revolutionary change. We believe that someday, we shall succeed in doing so, and making the world a better and happier place.